Could you elaborate a little bit in terms of data points? Some of the data points that you guys look at when you guys are looking at suppliers, is that even something that you guys are looking at, or do companies, is it a requirement, for instance, different suppliers coming in and having to show their diversity numbers, what they're bringing to the board, how much they've contributed, year after year, how much their points have gone up in terms of being able to make an impact in the workforce?
That is becoming more and more important in the environment. And part of the way that we've done that is really twofold with all of our, with our preferred supplier community. We really look at two things. We look at, number one, what's their tier 2 spend? And a lot of companies do that, right? A lot of big companies with good programs are looking at tier 2 spend and wanting to understand what their customers, that their customer wants to know what they spend with diverse suppliers. We have customers who ask us to do the same thing. So that's not groundbreaking, but it's very important, and it's important to have that as a robust part of our program. The other part is workforce diversity. So we talk very seriously with our preferred suppliers, many of whom are diverse, about reporting their workforce diversity as well. When we started the program and in procurement and started talking to sort of selling it internally with our stakeholders, we saw a couple of things. Number one, no matter how well we defined supplier diversity and workforce diversity, 20 minutes into the conversation, when we were trying to talk about supplier diversity, we ended up being asked about workforce diversity. Because that's the trigger in people's head. When most of the time when they think about diversity, they think about what we look like as a group, what's the mix. So we sort of embrace that in two ways. Number one, with reporting from our preferred suppliers on that workforce diversity. And when we started doing it, not a lot of companies were doing this. So it's definitely, we felt like we pushed the envelope. I'd say the other is that we tell our diverse suppliers, look, your customer at Cisco is expecting to see a diverse workforce. Even though you and I both know supplier diversity is about ownership, bring a diverse workforce to the table, because that's what your customer is.